I think the American people have suspected for a long time that Hunter Biden was a shady business guy that just basically profited from selling access to then Vice President Joe Biden. But what I think we're learning more and more with access to his computer, with access to information from disgruntled former business associates and emails, we're learning that Joe Biden knew a lot more about Hunter Biden's business dealings than what he said all along. If you go back to what Jen Psaki said and what Joe Biden said during the campaign, was that Hunter was on his own. He was his own guy, and Joe Biden didn't have anything to do with it. But we have emails now that prove that Joe Biden was very close with at least one of Hunter Biden's business associates, and that associate, Eric Sherwin, even had access to then Vice President Joe Biden's checking account.
Yeah, and we understand that he also made, like 27 trips to the White House. And I know you want to get some answers to what was said in those meetings as well. You mentioned the laptop, and John Paul Mac Isaac is the computer repairman who had the laptop, spent a lot of time looking into it before he turned it over to the FBI. And here's what he told us last week about his biggest concerns as it relates to this laptop and what Hunter Biden might have been doing. Watch this.
Well, for me, it was national security concerns. There was a lot of things that I saw on the laptop that should not have been sent in the open, especially White House information pertaining to the Ukraine being sent to private Ukrainian citizens to benefit their business. And the national security ramifications from that alone, I felt fear for the nation.
He says he felt fear for the nation. What's your reaction to that, and what is your biggest concern?
Well, we have that computer now in the House Oversight Committee, and we're coming through that, and I can say I share his concerns. I've been saying for months that Hunter Biden is a national security risk. The question now is, what did Joe Biden know, and when did he know it? Because Hunter Biden's whole business model revolved around doing favors for his clients. In fact, if you look at two of the Russian oligarchs who paid Hunter Biden money, they have just been mysteriously left off this White House's sanctions list of Russian billionaire oligarchs. We've asked for information from the White House as to why this omission from the two people that we know transacted money to Hunter Biden's accounts. So this is a national security risk. We, as Republicans and as business owners and taxpayers, we've been asking for months, why does Joe Biden make some of the decisions that he makes? And maybe the reason is because Hunter Biden is compromised, and therefore Joe Biden's compromised with some of these Russian oligarchs and with some of these shady communist China companies.
Certainly is a curious development with regard to those two oligarchs. Yeah. But if you want curious, buckle up, Congressman, because according to the New York Post, Kevin Morris, an entertainment attorney and novelist, footed Hunter Biden's overdue taxes totaling over $2 million. Morris, whom Hunter Biden's friends call his latest sugar brother, has also been funding the 52-year-old's lifestyle in Los Angeles, including his rent and living expenses, that source said. Look, Congressman, I'm a lawyer by trade. I don't mean to insult lawyers, but we are not known for, how should I say, giving out money just for the fun of it. Why the heck is some random entertainment attorney giving Hunter Biden $2 million?
That's a great question, and we're going to do everything in our ability to try to find it out. You know, the worse it is. I think we've proven, and Fox News has done a tremendous job covering Hunter Biden over the past 2 years. We've proven that Hunter Biden's a shady guy. The problem now is Biden's presidency. Is this affecting Joe Biden's decision making? And when we learned through the emails that Eric Sherwin had access to Joe Biden's checking account and was so close with then Vice President Joe Biden that he sent Hunter an email saying, hey, your dad's Delaware tax refund check just came in the mail today. I'm going to deposit it into his account and then turn around and write a check on him to you. Not only did Eric Sherwin have access to Joe Biden's mail and his checking account, he knew that then Vice President Joe Biden owed Hunter Biden money. And, you know, it leads one to believe, could Joe Biden be the big guy who gets the 10% cut? That's what Republicans are going to try to find out. Not when we take the majority in January. We're going to try to find out now. But once January rolls around here. Hopefully we flip the House in November elections. We'll have subpoena power. Not only are we going to be focused on Hunter Biden, we're going to be focused on Eric Sherwin and all of Hunter Biden's business partners and many of his banks that he had so many suspicious activity reports filed against. I mean, Hunter Biden's got more problems than any political figure that I've ever heard of.
And then, Congressman, so with that subpoena power, if you call Eric Sherwin in to testify, he has to legally. Is that the difference between Republicans being in the minority and the majority?
Absolutely. Republicans get to set the committee hearings. Right now, the Democrats set all the committee hearings. We can ask for Eric Sherwin to come in and be deposed by minority lawyers on the House Oversight Committee, but that doesn't, he has to do that voluntarily. He could do that now voluntarily. When we become the majority, we'll have subpoena power, and, it's just like getting a subpoena from a court. They have to show up.